Hey everybody, this is Dan Phelps with Learning to Smoke, back again with you today, and we're doing something special since it's around Thanksgiving by the time of this filming. And so today I'm going to show you how to make an awesome smoked turkey breast. It's going to take a lot less time than doing a whole turkey. So if you're doing this for Friendsgiving, or you're having a small Thanksgiving, or let's say you're watching this and it's March or it's August and you want smoked turkey, well, this recipe's for you. Hit up the comments when you're done watching this video and let me know what you think. Oh, and make sure to hit like and subscribe. Thanks. Now, when you go to a barbecue joint, they usually have brisket, ribs, pulled pork, but one thing they have on that list that usually gets overlooked by a lot of people is turkey. I love smoked turkey. What helps me determine a good barbecue joint is the brisket and the turkey, and the sausage, and the ribs, and the pulled pork. But still, as far as my hierarchy goes, it's brisket and turkey. This recipe includes brining as well as smoking, and of course, there's slicing and eating. First things first, got to get the brine going. So I'm going to pour in a gallon of water into this food safe bucket. This bucket's about 1.5 gallons. And so I've got a gallon of water I'm pouring in there, and I'm going to put in a 1/2 cup of kosher salt, equal amount of sugar there, as well as a cup of apple juice. And then I throw in a seasoning here, and the seasoning I'm putting in is Hey Girl Hey smoked turkey rub. And you can just use whatever rub you're going to use for cooking the turkey breast in this for the brine. And I'm just going to stir that around. Make sure that you mix it all well together, so that way the salt and the sugar all dilute into the water itself. And I'm going to take my turkey breast. This thing is 4.5 pounds, and I'm going to put that in there and throw a couple bay leaves on top, as you'll see. And I've got just enough space there, thankfully, to put the lid on and put it in the fridge. So I'm going to put that in overnight. If you can go 12 to 24 hours for your brine time, then perfect. So now we fast forward to the next day here, and I'm loading up my grill with some cowboy charcoal. I'm also going to put some fire starters in to help get these coals going, and I'm going to light that up, and I'm going to let the coal basket heat up about 20-ish minutes or so. And as I do that, coals that are hot enough to where I'm going to throw in some smoking wood. I've got mesquite wood and pecan wood for this one today. I like mesquite. It's a little stronger flavor, good for beef, good for turkey too. I put in the deflector, and I let that get up to 300 degrees internal. I pull out the brined turkey there, and I'm going to rinse it off. So I'm going to show you what I do here. So just going to carefully dump that in my sink, and I'm going to pull that turkey out. And as I do, I'm also going to rinse it off. And the reason that you rinse off the brine is because it's been sitting in a salty solution for a while, and you don't want your turkey to taste too salty. And remember that rub that we used for the brine? We're going to use it again here on the turkey breast itself. You'll notice I didn't put any olive oil or anything else like that on there. I'm just going straight rub because it's going to stick to the turkey breast just fine. And I'm also going to put some cracked pepper on top as well because I want some of that peppery flavor with the turkey. And now that I've done that, it's time to hit the grill. So we got 300 degrees indirect heat with that mesquite and pecan wood. I'm going to put that in the middle of the big green egg, but can't forget to track the temps here. So I've got an RFX gateway from ThermalWorks, and so it's got a wireless meat probe, but I've also got a wired probe that I'm going to use to measure the ambient temp inside the big green egg so I can make sure the temperature stays at 300 degrees and keep it honest there. Now, it is common for the temperature to fluctuate when it's cooking, so sometimes you'll see it get up to 325, sometimes it may go down to 275, and that's okay, as long as it stays at average of 300 degrees. So we're going to put this probe in the middle of the meat, so I like to go for the thickest part in the center. And after an hour of that smoked turkey breast being on the grill, I'm going to take some butter and I'm going to baste it. So I'm going to baste the outside to keep the outside of it from drying out, but I'm also going to add that buttery flavor to the outside. And I'm going to check the temps here, and you'll see that I'm sitting at about 123 degrees in the middle of the thickest part, but that little thin part at the end is at 159. This is where I want it to be before I take it off. So what I'm going to do here is improvise. I'm going to cut off that smaller end, take it off, wrap it up, let it get up to temp of 165 degrees, and then I'll eat that later. But I'm going to leave this main part on the grill till internal gets to about 157 degrees, and that's when I'm going to remove it, and I'm going to wrap it up. And the reason I'm pulling it off before it hits 165 degrees is because I'm going to let the carryover temp bring it up to temperature, because if you take it off right at 165, it's still going to cook internally, and you're going to get dry turkey. So what I'm doing here is pulling off a little early, preemptive strike, so that way the carryover temps will bring it right to the perfect temp that I need. So I'm going to wrap that in foil, leave that for about 20 minutes, and now I'm ready to eat dinner. So I'm going to pull that out, and I'm going to start slicing it up. Now you'll notice when I slice it, I'm gonna take some of those juices from in the foil and pour it all over because that's flavor. But I'm gonna take this turkey breast and I'm gonna turn it to the side and cut against the grain because I wanna get a better bite, and it's also easier to chew that way. So those are a couple reasons why you wanna go against the grain with this. You'll notice I'm slicing it really thin. This is what barbecue joints do. Feel free to slice it as thick as you want or as thin as you want, but I'm going thin this way. And look how floppy it is. Oh, whoops. Okay, anyway, I'll pick that back up, but flavor's still there. Check it out. It passes the bend test. Not that it matters with turkey, but still. All right. Got a slice of this smoked turkey breast right here. See? So we're going to peel that off, or peel that apart, break it apart, whatever you want to say, and give it a shot. Testifying to my taste buds. When it comes to poultry, USDA does say that poultry is done when it hits 165 degrees. But if you ask most chefs, they'll tell you they pull it a little earlier. I pulled this at 157 degrees, and then I'll let it rest. And that carryover temp is going to get it very close to 165. And when you pull it off at about 157 degrees, you're still keeping the juices in there because poultry dries out fast. And so we want to make sure we retain some of those juices, but also make sure it's cooked to the standards there. So pulling off at 157, letting the carryover temps bring it up a little bit, is going to help give you that succulent, don't want to say that M word, moist turkey breast that you want. You can tell the smoke flavor's in there. Mesquite's very strong, and so I didn't put a ton of mesquite in there, but it's still a smoky, savory flavor that you want out of a turkey breast. And you can find this recipe at learningtosmoke.com. So make sure to hit that up for the full recipe and others that you want to see, whether it be for Thanksgiving recipes, holiday recipes, or year-round recipes. And we're talking about summer, fall, spring, doesn't matter. Barbecue year-round. Make that your New Year's resolution. This is Dan Phelps signing off. Hoping your days are filled with good times, good friends, and good barbecue. More turkey from me. Bye.